Hello everyone, Venris here, and today we are going to do something a bit different because I wanted to make something that I would call like a small talk or something like that about the actual state of Total War Warhammer and maybe Total War as a whole, because there is like a lot of topic, a lot of things that surfaced recently, and also a lot of you are asking me about my opinion. Oh, so let's hop in with a lot of things to unpack. In this video I will be going like from one topic to another because, as I said, there's a lot of that I want to discuss, but overall the main topic of this video will be the where are we going with Total War right now in the next 12 months or 2 years, things like that. So first of all, recently we had we had an SFO update, but previously, before that, we had the Chaos Dwarfs DLC release and patch 3.0. Many people were asking me about this patch, if I like it, what is my opinion in compared to the rest, and also if I would change my Steam review of Total War Warhammer 3 to be positive, because it's still negative out there. So, going first things first, I think that patch 3.0, being fully honest, was a bad patch. Why? Because it didn't fix the more glaring issues of the Total War Warhammer 3. It made a lot of rebalance for the vanilla and the multiplayer. Sure, people that are playing vanilla multiplayer will be happy. People that are playing campaign won't notice those changes, because if you have effects, campaign skills, all of this is pure. Everything blends, so things like plus 5 melee damage or something like that, you will never notice them. So you would say, but yeah, this was good patch because it adds something at least. But I'm comparing patch 3.0 to patch 2.0. Why? Because first number of the update patches, things like that, are always something major. This is like the code of gaming, things like that. Of course, the games are doing it differently. For example, World of Warcraft is the first number is always the indicator of a new patch. Some games doing it differently. Warhammer 2 wasn't that way, but Warhammer 3 is like each DLC update, let's call it, is a big number. And being fully honest, patch 3.0 doesn't deserve a big number in my opinion, especially if you look on patch 2.0, so Immortal Empires 1, that really changed the game for me. It was the best update for the game recently. It added tons of stuff. If we look on a changelog even on patch 2.0, there's like shit ton of stuff, rebalances, but not only rebalances but actual gameplay changes. So we had rework of Volkmar, Gorst, we got some minor things here and there, but overall the things in campaign that will really change your playstyle, gameplay, things like that. We look on the patch 3.0. If you don't look on the DLC, don't look on the Chaos Dwarfs DLC, which was very good, a bit overpriced, as I said in my review, but I think it was one of the best, if not the best DLC we had for a long time for this game. I think that this patch didn't change much. For me, it made it worse, to be honest, because my game works like shit since patch, and also many projectiles and other issues appeared. So new update, new pack of bugs. This is like normal with Creative Assembly, but on the other side, this game is really massive, and I have a feeling that the team that maintains the game is just too small right now, but I will get that to it in a moment. Yes, so patch 3.0 doesn't deserve to be 3.0 in terms of naming. I think it would be nice if it adds something, maybe not like a factions rework, but something that can be, would want you to revisit some factions. It doesn't add any of such quality. For me at least, it can be different for you. I don't judge here. But we have, getting back to Total War, also roadmap last week, and this is a mixed bag also for me. First of all, I'm very happy that we have a roadmap. Great, fantastic idea. Be more open with the community, show what are the plans, what factions will be removed, things like that. And let's go from the left to right side here. So patch 3.1 will be bug fixing. We need a lot of those. Gameplay updates. What does the gameplay updates mean? I don't know. Chaos Dwarfs Endgame for Immortal Empires. This is probably adding the Drill of Hashut back. Okay, this is deserving to 1.0. 4.0, it means a DLC, but again, we talked that the 3.0 was very small update, to be honest, and doesn't deserve to be big number. It should be one number here. And we will have a DLC with 3 factions, and people are happy. Like, we will have a 3 Lords pack, not 2 Lords pack, but it means, I think, of course, only that this means that all the DLCs, no matter if it's Lord pack or a faction pack, will be $25 right now. I hope the quality will be better, more content, especially in terms of difference of the faction, but we shall see. I don't want to judge here. The first faction will be Zinj, Kata and Kislev, and from the blog post we know that those factions will get a slight reworks also. On one hand, it's fantastic. On second hand, god damn it, why the factions that were just released are need of a rework? Think about it. Just think about for a minute. It's not good that the factions that were just released are need for an update, but okay, not judging here still. Carry on. Free Legendary Lord. Again, my opinion, if I would be making a call here, I rather have a shitty Legendary Lord than a good Legendary Hero. I don't care about Legendary Heroes at all, really. Gorbus Stabanhor is Backstabber from Chaos Dwarfs, totally forgettable. Ulrika, nice, but again forgettable. I would like to have Legendary Lords on the level of Imrik, even Tic-Tac-Toe, because I think those were really nicely done as a free Legendary Lords. Made some of them are even better than the DLC ones. Immortal Empire achievements, I don't care about the achievements, so maybe you are. Race updates, so the thing that I was saying. General campaign, AI improvement, this is sorely needed, because AI is having tons of problems in this game, but again, it is about the complexity of the game, so I think it's a miracle that the AI is doing anything in this game right now. Ongoing settlements battle improvement, this is quite interesting, because the settlement battles are a very hot topic still in the community, even a year after release. Settlement battles are not good. I have tons of problems with them, and I, to be honest, don't see a way to fix them. So, again, can't say more. 3.1 bug fixes, gameplay updates. I still don't know what the gameplay updates means. I hope it's more clear when we are near those patches. Patch 5.0, Nurgle Empire Dwarfs. Empire Dwarfs, people are more excited right now, because those factions surely need some stuff. Sorry, those are Dropbox stuff from my game development. Okay, we have Free Agent Lord. Again, no Lord. Sad. The Nemesis Crown. Nemesis Crown, I assume it will be a new game mode. Maybe something that you can pick objective. We have those endgame scenarios right now. It's cool. Something more toying with the gameplay. So, again, I'm fine with that. Race and Legacy Race update. So old factions are getting update. I hope it's a Fire or Dwarves, because Empire rework that was in Warhammer 2 is I think it's the worst rework that was done in the game. I made a tier list of that, and whoa, Empire was dropped down. Next patch we have bug fixes, gameplay updates, so same as this one, and to be revealed. Probably Slanesh. We are seeing some Slaneshi theme. Probably also Khorne and Ogre, so we have all factions covered. That's my opinion, at least. And roadmap is very, you don't see much here, but I'm happy that we are going somewhere. I just hope that the updates will be more often and more polished, because, as I said, 3.0 was multiplayer rebalance and tons of bugs, and at least for my game. Yeah, my rig is not the newest, but again, with each update the game is working less and less good on my rig. But yeah, I saw a lot of comments about this roadmap, and generally people are happy, but I would like to wait. Warhammer 3 on a release was promised to have a lot of support, a lot of updates, things like that, DLCs. For now, it's still negative review for me in terms of the game's state. It's nowhere near, but maybe not nowhere, but it's near the state of Warhammer 2 as its life cycle ends. So I would still give it negative review. I would wait for the first Lord's DLC, so we will know on what we are standing in terms of the price point and the quality also. And the quality. Okay, another one. We're talking about Warhammer, and I was talking that I feel that the sheer scope of the size of the game is making right now that maybe more people should be dedicated to patch fixing it, working on adding new content, reworking old content, because the old content is always my biggest grip in the game, that I don't like the fact that the old factions are really weak or uninteresting, especially compared to the Chaos Dwarfs. I'm not saying that all the factions should have mechanics of the Chaos Dwarf, please no, but some factions mechanics should be made more deep. Like best example of it is just the Cafe Caravans. Just make it more deep, give more mechanic, give separate technology tree to only caravans, things like that. And we have a rumor linking to that recently, that the new game of Total War that will be announced soon is Total War Pharaohs, and most likely a saga title. I'll be honest, I didn't play saga titles a lot. I played the Thrones of Britannia. I never played Troy. I didn't have time to play Troy, but I heard only good things about it. I didn't like Thrones of Britannia. And now we are most likely getting a Pharaoh Total War saga. Legend of Total War made a fantastic video about it, why he thinks it's a legit thing. So watch the video on his channel, very good one. So I won't be, repeating what he said out there in this video. But the thing that why I'm mentioning this thing here is that I was concerned about the even more recent leak that this DLC will have several versions that you can buy of it, with faction packs and campaign packs. This reminds me of the times when it was like 15 years ago, when each game had 10 DLCs at the beginning. EA was great with this on Dead Space franchise, for example, and Mass Effect, and each game had tons of DLCs depending when you buy it, what version you buy it, things like that. And if Creative Assembly is going that way, then it's a bad way. I'll be honest. I'm feeling that there is like a wave that is rising since the Chaos Dwarfs DLC price increase. That maybe not the Creative Assembly only, but some companies are trying to get to the old ways of milking the game releases as much as possible. Instead of releasing game in one price with all the content, they want to milk it and separate it with some content. I hope it's not right, okay? Because I know that there are a lot of people that like the saga games, want to play historical games. I'm not playing historical games. I'll be fully honest. I didn't play historical games before Warhammer. I played maybe Rome or Shogun. I don't remember, years ago. I'm not a fan of historical, but I know that they are fans of historical, and I would not like them to be used in a way, because there are no historical games released for a long time, and as there are a lot of releases, and when we release one, let's milk it as much as possible. I hope this won't be the case here. And yeah, I won't be talking much about it more, because as I'm not a historical guy and I don't know much about the topic, but overall is just concerning me that I would not like this practice to come back, to milk shit ton of DLCs on the release and then leave the game because we got the money as much as we wanted from the release. And the most important is for me is that it doesn't reflect on Total War Warhammer, so the roadmap that we are going here. Yeah. Such a small talk I wanted to share with all of you, and also would like to hear your opinion about the. Are you happy with the roadmap? Do you think that we should get more updates like 3.0 that are just rebalances, and with the DLC we get bigger stuff on the end? At the end, what do you think about the Total War Saga Pharaoh? As I said, I don't playing historical games, but I assume there are people that are waiting for it, and I hope it will be a good game, but not milk by DLC. And then last note that I wanted to say, the next SFO update that we are working on already will be focusing on rework of the factions, and first faction that we really want to rework is Bretonia. Very soon.